Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Masika. Today I am here to bring you a video of my 5 favorite concealers that I've used and reviewed on this channel with you ladies. So if you'd like to see it, please keep on watching. And I'm gonna get right into it because I don't want to make this a super long video. I put together 5 of my favorite concealers to share with you ladies, and I'm not gonna go in any particular order. My ways that I use concealer, sometimes I use concealers as in place of a foundation. Sometimes I use a concealer just for under eye brightening. Some concealers I use for priming the eyelids. Some I use for carving the eyebrow. Like, concealers can be used for so much things, but most women usually use concealers for covering dark circles. And also what I look for in a great concealer is one that doesn't crease on the under eye, which none of these that I'm showing you today creases on the eye, and it holds up really well on my oily skin. All 5 of these concealers, I love them equally the same way. I can't say I love one more than the other. So yeah, let's get into it. And I recently reviewed this one this year on my channel, which is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. And I have this one in the shade Tan Deep Sand. And it comes in this packaging like so. And if you're used to Tarte, you know they have the Shape Tape Concealer, but this is actually a remake of the old Tarte Shape Tape. This one is creamier. It's like a fluffy mousse and it applies really seamless. I feel like this one is less drying. The other formula to me is more like a matte, and this one is more like just a creamy, really easy to apply formula. The consistency in this one is really nice. It helps brighten the under eyes really lovely. It doesn't crease at all, and this concealer lasts all day for me without creasing. It doesn't smudge at all, and that's my reason why this one ended up in my top 5 favorite concealers of 2021, as we did have some really lovely concealers to choose from, and this decision was hard but yes, I would stand by this one for sure. And up next I have one of my favorite brands. This is from Marc Jacobs, from the Cafe collection that was released earlier this year as well, and this is the Extra Shot Caffeine Conceal and Foundation. So this is one of those concealers that also can be used as a foundation. However, it is in the small standard size, so I do use this one as a concealer. I have used it before as a foundation, which works really lovely for us oily skin girls. My only thing with this one is that because it has coconut in this formula, if you're oily like me, in my experience using the Marc Jacobs primer, the coconut primer, with this one it works best. With this Marc Jacobs, I'm in the shade Tan 310. This one is really lovely. It's super long wearing. It gives like a really nice coverage on the under eye. It doesn't get clumpy or cakey or creasing or anything like that, and it covers seamless. So that's my reason for choosing this one as one of my top 5 concealers for 2021. And up next I have from Anastasia, and this is the Magic Touch Concealer. I also reviewed this one on my channel this year. This is a really lovely concealer. I feel like the name suits this one. It's literally like magic. Like, when I use this one, my dark circles on my under eye disappears like really well. I love this one for that. I also love this one for hiding like different blemishes. Like when I have my period, I do get blemishes sometime on my face, and I use this one as well for spot correcting, as it's really seamless and great for that as well. But I will also recommend this one to you if you want absolutely amazing. I feel like this is a full coverage concealer. This is really lovely for all skin types, as it doesn't dry out this under eyes at all. It doesn't crease under eyes at all, and it does the job and looks beautiful for, I would say, up to 12 hours. All of these concealers that I'm showing you today, they're super long wearing. I have personally did 12-hour wear test on them, and they held up to that. So that's my reason for bringing this to you today, and that's my reason for bringing you all of these other concealers. And up next, I have from Rare Beauty, and this is the Liquid Touch Concealer in the shade 380W. And I love Rare Beauty concealers because I feel like it is really lightweight. This is a super lightweight concealer, but it does the job. It doesn't crease under eyes at all, and this one isn't like the others that I showed you full coverage, but this one is like a lighter coverage. So if you don't have much to cover on the under eyes, just for brightening, I feel like this one is an amazing option for brightening the under eyes. This is also an amazing option for long wearing concealers, and it doesn't crease at all. It stays exactly where you put it, as long as you set it with the right thing. And last but not least, in my favorite 5 2021 concealers, I have from Morphe, and this is the Hide and Peak Concealer in the shade Peak of Sand. And this was a really huge TikTok concealer, and when I tried it, I fell in love as well. I feel like this concealer is one of those lightweight concealers. It's not full coverage at all, so if you don't have much darkness on the under eye to cover, or if you just want to brighten it up a bit, I feel like this is an amazing option. It doesn't crease on the under eyes, and it's super long wearing, and that was my reason for bringing this one into my favorite 5 concealers of 2021. I feel like with all concealers, the trick to getting your concealer to work well on your under eyes, if you do have like the problem with bags on your under eye, or creasing, or dark marks on your under eye, I feel like priming is very important. To use a really great primer. Primer is a very important step of flawless makeup of all kinds, so I just must mention that, because sometimes we don't use the right primer and it settles into fine lines because of the primer that you use. So just be mindful of what you're putting at the base of your makeup as well. But yeah, and also be mindful of the setting powder that you use as well, as sometimes we don't use the right setting powder. As I set all of my concealers, it doesn't matter how amazing they are, even the magic one, I still set the magic. Okay, it's very important, because I get really oily, and when I get oily, sometimes my makeup can move because of that if it's not set properly, as a very important step as well to flawless concealers. And I really hope this video is helpful to someone. I mean, what is your favorite concealer? Is one of my 5 favorite your favorite? Which concealer do you feel works best for you? I mean, was there something that I overlooked and didn't mention this year and didn't review this year? The details in my comment section so I can check it out for sure, as I don't want to miss out on great concealers. I love great I love great concealers. I love great makeup in a whole. But like I said, I really hope this video was helpful to someone. If there's something I didn't mention about these concealers, or if there's a concealer that you would like to share with me, be sure to leave it in the comment section. And if you're new here, be sure to click on my picture and subscribe to my channel, as I do look forward to bringing you more videos like these. Thank you so much for watching.